Welcome to Sydney, Australia.
We have just got to Australia and we're going to show you how to spend your first week in Sydney. We are doing the Sydney and Jervis Bay Adventure Tour with Gap 360 and we're going to show you this tour. We're also going to give you some tips if you're looking to travel here or do a holiday working visa in Australia.
Today is the first day of our Gap 360 tour around Sydney. We're going to be going on a walking tour this morning and going to some of the best spots around the city. So let's go! So the easiest ways to get around Sydney are using the trams, the metros, the ferries, the buses, and to use those you can use an Opal card, which is similar to like an Oyster card we have in London, or you can use a debit card if you're not here for a long time and you just want to be easy.
So that bird you just saw there is a bin chicken, although the real name for it is an ibis, and they're basically known for going in the bins and eating all your old food here in Sydney and Australia. So yeah, watch out for the bin chickens. They can be deadly, but they're not actually deadly. So we've just finished day 2 of our tour and we started the day doing an Aboriginal talk in the area of Barangaroo, which is like round near the harbour, and we learned all about the Aboriginal culture here in Sydney. So we just finished this cocktail making class in this underground American kind of bar. And it was so cool. I made a whiskey sours and Emilia made a margarita. Woo! And they tasted so good, and it was so cool to actually see how you make them. It was also like a secret entrance way, which I'll show you, and it was so cool. Before we head out on our road trip on day 3 of our tour, I wanted to give you some help if you're looking to do a holiday working visa here, because I know some of you will be. If you're looking to get a holiday working visa, you need to apply a couple of months in advance, and it costs 510 Australian dollars. To apply, you must be 18 to 30 years old and the visa lasts 12 months. However, if you want to extend that to 2 years or even 3 years, then you can do so. You just have to do regional work or farm work. Once you get to Australia, make sure you apply for a tax file number, because this is needed for when you work. You don't need it for your first month, but after your first month, it is vital to have it. So also, if you're looking to work in Australia, obviously you're going to need an Australian bank account. And the ones which are commonly used are Westpac and Commonwealth Bank. And finally, make sure you get an Australian SIM card. Obviously, this is just going to make finding a job and like all communication so much easier when you're in Australia. They can help you set up a SIM card on the tour, but I recommend using Optus as it's the cheapest. We got $30 for 30 gigabytes, which is an amazing deal.
Good morning from Sydney. Today we are actually heading on a big Australian road trip.
And I am so excited. We're heading to Jervis Bay, but we've got some stops along the way. We're gonna grab some coffee, go to the first national park in Australia, and I'm so excited to like hit the road and head to somewhere else outside of the city. So let's go.
Everyone, this is Graham. Everyone say g'day, Graham.
G'day, Graham. So we've just arrived in the first national park in Australia. This is the Royal National Park, and we've just seen a waterfall and we're gonna go check out the bottom of it. Apparently there are koalas around here, so hopefully we're gonna see one.
So obviously we are in Australia, so we've just been told to stamp the ground to just warn the snakes that we are coming. But I'm a bit scared of going in there. So we've just stopped off at the side of the road and we've come to this viewpoint and it is insane.
But you got to check out these views. This is incredible. I wasn't expecting like big mountains on the coast around here. It's so cool.
It's some kind of devotion.
We're about 5 minutes away from our dolphin boat.
So we've just arrived and we're about to go on a dolphin cruise, which is going to be awesome.
That without my love for the ocean, I will be no one.
We are going to jump back on the bus and we're going to head to Jervis Bay, which is like a beach just like 10 minutes down the road. So let's go. So we have just reached Greenfield Beach, and this is supposed to be one of the whitest sand beaches in like entire world.
It is glowing.
It is glowing. Oh my!
Look at that!
That is insane. I need to put the sunnies on. Look at this. I know. I want to go in. I want to feel the sun. Woo!
I've got no sunglasses.
That's gonna hurt the eyes.
It's hurting. This sand is so squeaky. Like when you walk, I don't know if you can hear that. Get some.
It's crazy.
But anyway, this water is actually not dirty. It has tea tree in. Apparently it's good for the skin. So we're gonna take a
In we
dip.
go, in we go.
In we go.
It's also probably way warmer than the sea. We haven't been in the sea yet, but I mean, that's probably gonna be a little bit chilly because it is still, is it November? Yeah, November. So it's not peak summer yet here in Australia, but this is beautiful. And yeah, apparently this tea tree is good for cuts, like your skin, hair, all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna bathe in it for a little bit and make us feel good. I can see why this is one of the whitest sand beaches in the world, you know?
It is very white.
It's crazy.
When I walk all over you, and your blood is in the water, and you go.
So we have just wrapped up on the beach. We've had an amazing time just chilling out on like literally one of the whitest sand beaches in the entire world, not just here in Australia. So that's pretty cool. We're now going to head to our surf camp at where we're staying tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. So let's go. Good morning. So we are here in surf camp.
And we are actually going surfing this morning. It's about 7:45 and we need to go get our wetsuits.
It is quite cold, but we're going to be basically doing our first lesson, although we have individually surfed before, but like we can't surf.
We're not pros.
So today is the day we're gonna surf. We're gonna stand up and do, I don't know, yoo-hoo, and be like gnarly, cool Australians. So let's get
Going.
Let's get going. Okay. Let's go surfing. So we've just come down to 7 Mile Beach, and this is where we're going to be surfing this morning. Hopefully we're going to stand up, but no promises, you know.
Guess my love is in the ocean, not for you.
Go, 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 go.
Not for you.
So guys, that was insane. The waves were beautiful out there. And
apparently those are some of the best waves they've had recently. So
yeah, and honestly, I was amazed. The instructors here are so good. I actually stood up quite a few times, and I was hopefully we've got some clips. And it was amazing. Like, totally recommend this surf camp. It's called Surf Camp Australia. If you're interested, highly recommend it.
But yeah, we also, when we were putting our boards away, we came across a snake. It was a black and yellow, and I think someone said it was a python.
Oh, it's
but
awesome.
It's not deadly.
I gave him a little tickle on the tail. Carpet python. It's the most common snake in Australia, but they're quite friendly. So everyone was all right. But yeah,
we touched the end of it.
Yeah, I was a bit silly, but you've got to touch a snake, haven't you? Steve
when you're in Australia.
Steve Owen would be proud of us. All right, let's go get some lunch at the surf camp. So we've just finished at surf camp. A short time, but you can like do another like surf camp which lasts like 3 or 5 days if you want to come back.
But it would be pretty tiring because we did a couple of hours and we are exhausted.
And it was so fun, and definitely I want to surf so much more now. So we've just come back from the road trip, and over the past couple of days we've had an amazing time going right down south, and it was so cool. But I just wanted to say how easy it is making friends on this tour. If you want to make friends, or you're a solo traveller and you're worried about making friends, then a group trip is the way to go. Like, honestly, wherever you're going in Australia or the world, group trips are always the best way. If you are interested in this group trip or any other group trips in Australia, I'll leave links down below, and there's loads of different ones you can go on. So today is our Bondi Beach day, and we're gonna get the train there. We're currently based in Wake Up, Sydney, which is like the central hostel. It's a really, really great hostel which is chosen for this tour. And it's about a 40-minute train and bus ride to Bondi Beach, and I can't wait to show you. Obviously I went there like a few years back, but this place is awesome. But this morning we actually had a really useful tour about talking about onwards travel in Australia, and so we learned about all the cool places. So if you are looking to do more traveling on Australia, then this tour also helps you to book and like prepare for future plans as well. It is such a beautiful day today, and we're doing the Coogee to Bondi coastal walk, and this is probably the most famous walking path in Sydney. It's so cool along all these crazy cliffs.
It's amazing, and like it's so beautiful around here. The landscapes are insane, and also the water is so blue.
So we are just coming up to Bondi Beach, literally the most famous beach in Australia and possibly the world.
Sorry.
It is just over there, and it's looking amazing. The water looks so blue.
And we're just coming up to the Bondi iceberg, so just around this corner, but apparently you can't get in without a membership, but we're gonna have a look anyways.
This is probably the most Australian place in Australia, like Bondi Beach. Everyone just knows Bondi. And
It's
of course,
very iconic.
Of course the lifeguards and the Bondi Rescue.
I will be long gone by now. It's some kind
So we loved the past week on this Sydney and Jervis Bay adventure tour. It has been amazing. We've done so much.
We've done the dolphins, the surfing, the whitest sand beach, one of the whitest sand beaches in the world.
That was crazy. That was probably one of my favourite parts. If you are looking to do this tour, then I'll leave a link in the description, but this is not the only tour they do in Australia. Gap 360 do so many tours, well, actually all over the world. So if you want to do a tour, I'll leave the link to the website down below.
If you are looking to do a working visa, then I definitely recommend Sydney. I haven't done one, but I really want to do one, especially here in Sydney, because it feels so comfortable and it's almost very European. It has everything you could want, and I love it, and the beaches.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We're so excited to come back to Australia. Unfortunately, we're not staying that long this time, but we will be back. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye! Woo.